Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mark by Wrestling. It's Monday. It's time for Raw post Summerslam. I've been out of the house all day, so I don't have a clue what our card is tonight. I just know we had a really big SummerSlam this weekend. I know that Big Cass allegedly might be making his return tonight, and the rest of it's just going to be fallout. We got a new Intercontinental Champion. Oba Femi might have sent Brock Lesnar packing. And Roman and Seth seem to be done with their feud. With Roman still being the champion, of course. And Liv Morgan also still Raw Women's Champion. So with all that in mind, let's see what we got on deck. What's up, Tyrell, J.R. Dugan, last name, middle name. Des Moines, Iowa. It's not heaven. It's Iowa. And the Field of Dreams fans, they're across the internet. We're going to get a recap of Roman and Seth. I assumed we were going to get some kind of recap at least to start things off, which makes me wonder, are we going to see Roman Reigns to open the show or Seth to open the show? I am a little curious. You know, Seth buried all his beef with the Vision. I mean, buried it. He moved past it to get to Roman. The Roman feud really seems to be done the way they ended it. They ended it with Roman finally beating Seth and them also like having some mutual respect, giving each other the Shield fist bump after Roman went to pick up the chair and decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to beat him man to man. So we'll see what happens with this. I think a smart play would be set up Roman with Oba Femi, but who knows? And Seth, I don't know though. I don't know what we do with Seth. What do you guys think we should do with Seth? Because he can't go back to Braun Breaker. A lot of the other big names are on SmackDown now. You don't send him down to like Chad Gable. Do we see Enzo? I don't know. Listen, you know, I know a lot of people love Enzo because he could cut a good promo. There he is. There's Roman. They're giving him his belt because, you know, far be it from me for a world champion to actually carry his title around with him. But Roman's going to open the show. I think Seth should go after Jacob. Okay, so you still think he should be tied to the bloodline? Like, I think as a match, JR, I think you're onto something. I think Seth and Jacob could be a really fun match, one-on-one, but I just wonder, I don't know. What are we going to get? What are we going to get from Seth? I mean, and listen, I don't know that Oba's going to come out and, you know, bow, warning shot Roman. Because if they don't do that, then I don't know what's next for Roman either. Jay Money, how are you, man? Good to see you. And by the way, Sophie Dofi, I didn't say hi. My apologies. Good to see you every single time as well. One of my most loyal viewers. I really appreciate it. Will he bring up Jey Uso taking the pin? That's very curious, you know. That's something to consider last name because I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this, but the way Roman ended SummerSlam, it seemed like a mark of maturity, not necessarily a face turn, right? But he's dapping up somebody in the crowd. He's shaking hands. You're not wrong, Sophie Dofi. The Raw main event division outside of Roman and Oba right now is pretty scarce. And SmackDown, now that you elevate Gunther back into it, Sammy is elevated into it. They're kind of trying to make Finn Balor a thing. And now Kevin Owens is back. Not to mention Cody and Punk. Like, main event division is its own elimination chamber match right now. It's crazy work. What's up, RT Rick and Shamanica? Good to see y'all. So good to see y'all on a Monday night in YouTube land. I thought Unreal was all right, Sophie Dofi. You know, it's Roman is definitely like handshaking and dapping up people on his way to the ring. He's Seth in the tag division. That's intriguing, last name. But who do you tag him with? Could you put Seth and Solo as a team? That would be absolutely insane. But it could be entertaining. Getting a few Kevin Owens, CM Punk. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those promos are going to be so good. Yeah, J Money, I agree with you. I think the real Big Cass, Big Cass is going to have to be up to somebody. What's up, Swaby? Good to see you. Solo is a SmackDown guy. I know. And we can't just keep adding people to SmackDown. So, LA Knight and Seth Rollins, I don't know. Or maybe, Seth cozies his way back up to the Street Profits again, because they were kind of hanging out there when they all were beefing with the Vision, but I don't know. LA Knight and Solo, that could be a very entertaining division. You'd want to bring Solo over to Raw for that, though.
He said this reign was going to be different. That he had a lot to prove to the doubters and the naysayers. He said the only reason he was champion before was because of the backup of his family, the bloodline. This time around, Roman Reigns is doing it solo.
All right, Pyro, raising the belt, acknowledging, and all that good stuff.
The opportunity presented itself at SummerSlam, and Roman chose the high road. The OTC with helmet on showing himself, his family, and the entire.
Do I see Oba and Seth tag together? Not for like a sustained period of time, no, but I think that could be. Oh, they did do that for a dark match, though. They did do that for a dark match right before Night of Champions, I think. Listen, man, J Money, if they're gonna use this promo time, this segment to set up whoever Roman's got next, I mean, Oba is the obvious choice. Like and you're going to have to come up. Not only are you going to have to pick somebody other than Oba, if it's not going to be Oba, you're also going to have to give Oba a good reason why it's not him. Because the man just slayed the beast last night. And the last thing he was doing before slaying the beast was winning a title shot against either him or CM Punk. And we've already got a number one contender for CM Punk now. His name is Kevin Owens. You know, RT Rick, there's a chance he might be. You bring in a 7-footer, it's just going to make Oba look even more monstrous. But I would think, Big Cass, you would want him to be intimidating before you feed into Oba. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't think that's the first thing you do with Big Cass. Roman taking his time. Oh, you didn't want to say Des Moines. You just talking to the entire state of Iowa, Roman. Okay.
Acknowledge me.
All right. Fingers up in the sky everywhere. Well, they're in Des Moines. I mean, Seth is from Davenport, so Seth has definitely got to be there, you would think.
Well, you know the time, Chief. I'm a man of my word.
A man of my word. What's up, Chris Wrestling Views?
I called my shot and I delivered. Before I went out to the desert, I said I was going to win the Rumble and I was going to save this place. And that's what I've done.
I thought A&B are live. I have not actually checked. I think they are. They should be.
I owned the whole summer. And last night, I beat Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay. Booze for him. Seth for him saying he beat Seth.
I know in
Oh, okay, J Money.
these parts
I knew they were moving, but I didn't know.
that stings a little bit.
Well, I'm glad I'm here for you guys.
And he is my brother. And I think last night we may have found some peace, but you know the OTC, I can only acknowledge so much, but I don't mind if you guys do.
Okay. So that's the most babyface thing we're going to get out of Roman. He lifts his mic up in the air for the fans to acknowledge Seth. Saying, I think we might have found some peace with each other. I don't acknowledge much, but I'm going to give you a shot to do it. J Money, yes. I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day last week. I saw it last Thursday. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. LA Knights. So that's what we're getting. The guy who beat, he beat Jay last night. I got to say, Roman's facial expression. Listen, LA Knight's not taking the title from Roman Reigns, okay? But I really hope they give these two time to build a feud rather than just squashing him right away, because these two actually have a pretty good rapport with each other. Like, Roman sells being annoyed with his opponent with LA Knight better than anybody. He always looks like LA Knight is so obnoxious to him. He's like the last guy he always wants to see. It feels like Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny or something. He's like, this guy again. I think this is going to be entertaining.
So you answer it, you sick the dog.
All right.
The bloodline between you and me. Why beat all them? So I want what you owe me. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, I don't owe you anything. What do I owe you? But just rewind your mind a little bit. If you remember, last time it was me and you one-on-one, it wasn't so one-on-one. So what I want is what you gave Seth Rollins. I want you, I want me, no bloodline, no outside BS. We can do it here tonight.
Roman's like, nah.
We can do it next week. We can do it at Money in the Bank. And if you need to wait all the way to WrestleMania, hell, we can wait that long and we can do it then too. But the bottom line is, the only right answer is yeah.
Okay. LA Knight's like, I want my one-on-one shot. You gave it to Seth. You better give it to me. Roman's already starting to regret doing things the right way, I think.
This is what I'm talking about. Fraud. Who the hell are you talking to? Fraud. I only see one fraud. I don't come out here talking about being a megastar and then wear a Walmart watch on my wrist.
Oh, not a Walmart watch.
Zoom in. This is what a megastar wears on his wrist. You understand me? Skeleton tourbillon.
Watch flaunting is such a weird culture to me.
Everybody's running their mouths. What have you done? Oh, you beat my cousins. Man, I'm happy for you. Very proud of you. You want to smile. I'm everything you wished you could be, but you couldn't. So I'll tell you what. When you figure out where to buy it,
LA Knight.
you can't grow one, you come back and let me know, and I'll smack you back to factory settings. Because I know
LA Knight's getting that 1985 Ric Flair look in his eyes.
of this world with everybody saying, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, the factory settings thing, he says over and over and over again. Trying to do the NATO alphabet, the little shield joke, I thought was a funny idea. It didn't quite, I don't think it landed exactly like he wanted it to, but it's still pretty funny.
You know, Corey, LA Knight still has a bad taste in his mouth after their first encounter.
Yeah, Roman doesn't look very oozy.
WWE Championship nearly 3 years ago.
All right, let's see what kind of stuff we're doing. I did see Chelsea Green shouting out Michael Hayes on the post show. I thought that was beautiful.
You mentioned earlier, great Summerslam weekend, including the main event from Summerslam Saturday. Oba Femi.
Okay, now we're getting the Oba Femi Brock Lesnar recap. Michael Cole and Corey Graves on the call. Yeah, no, Oba's the only believable one. As the Raw roster currently stands, Oba's the only believable person to take that belt from Roman right now. I mean, they would really. I'm not saying LA Knight can't be a world champion. I think he can be, but I think he's absolutely got to get heated up more. Like, the fans already love him, but they're gonna have to give him some like really impressive wins to make us believe that he's gonna have a shot at beating Roman one-on-one. Yeah, the fact that we're going LA Knight versus Roman, it appears to be anyways. I wonder if we're doing I hope we're not doing Big Cass versus Oba right away. I do think they should cross paths, but I feel like it would be better to feed Big Cass to Oba after you've given Big Cass a couple of people he can beat. Just my opinion. Yeah, he's right. Exactly, J Money. LA Knight is going to need, like, he doesn't need the crowd's support. He's already got that in spades, but he needs this. He needs the power of the pen. He needs the booker. He needs Triple H to be like, okay, you're going to beat this guy. You're going to beat this guy. You're going to beat this guy. And, like, get him heated up. Chad Gable here. Oba Femi here. Swaby, I don't think the ship has sailed on LA Knight yet when it pertains to winning Money in the Bank. Oh, yeah, honestly, Swaby, LA Knight's in a funny position. Like, I think he doesn't need to win. You know, a year or two ago, you could shortcut him to the world title by making him win Money in the Bank. But now, in my opinion, he's so organically over as a babyface. If he's going to be a world title holder, he's going to have to get – I think he needs to get there the old-fashioned way. Like, I see Money in the Bank as something like Javon Evans should possibly win. Or Trick Williams, now that he's no longer U.S. champion. Or Mello, maybe. You know, somebody who needs to, like, skip the line. You know what I mean? That's just kind of, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Now we're going to have Javon and Ethan Page. That should be a good match. I mean, because, man, Javon brings it. And listen, Ethan Page might be one of the best wrestlers on the roster that flies under the radar. And we got ads, but your boy is VPNing tonight. So I'll let you know if we get any entertaining promos in between commercial breaks. Right now, they're just continuing Javon's entrance. Penta or Ethan Page winning Money in the Bank. Honestly, both of them could do it too. I'm telling you, man, Ethan Page, man, the briefcase would be a great accessory for Ethan Page. No doubt. No diggity, if you will. Yeah, Swaby. Honestly, as soon as Trick lost that U.S. title, that was one of the first thoughts I had. I was like, ooh, they might be getting ready to fire up Trick and elevating him to the main event, which is scary when you think about it, because that SmackDown main event scene is mega crowded. I almost would consider moving Trick Williams to Raw after he wins Money in the Bank and, stealing a title. But I don't know. Even then, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know.
The middleweight world championship clash between Ireland's Aaron and Italy's Enoso Alia will take place at 3 Arena this Saturday, headlining an incredible night of championship fights at Super Boxing 10. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.ie.
All right, here comes Ethan Page. Kill him with a smile. Yes. I mean, briefcases. I tend to agree. Briefcases work better with heels because honestly, it's such a dishonorable method to be world champion. Is being able to cash in at any time. Obviously, there have been examples where babyfaces got it and it worked out okay, but it's not a blanket rule, but I do think it works better. I did not hear that Netflix is going to freeze accounts that don't use it for a week. That sounds awful. I wish these different streaming companies and stuff or services would stop threatening to use your stuff if you don't use it all the time. Like, I feel like once you buy a thing, you should get to keep that thing, or you pay for a thing, you should get to keep using it. Sparks were flying ahead of the Mexican Independence Day weekend showdown on Saturday, September 12th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tickets are on sale now. Man, there's a lot of things we complain about with the TKO merger, but I'm so tired of getting boxing and UFC commercials for things. Like, it's just not a thing that I'm all that interested in. Right, exactly. Like, and I think they have waited too long. They're promoting Zuffa Boxing, J Money, because Zuffa is owned by Dana White and UFC, I think, or they're at least linked through TKO, and so we're gonna obviously get ads for that stuff. Now, Swaby, you're absolutely right about LA Knight. So the thing is that early on, when he was hot, when they were giving the briefcase to Damian Priest, no shade to Damian Priest and to Seth Rollins, LA Knight could have easily been the guy at that point, but they overlooked him, and he still is crazy over with crowds. So now at this point, you've got to. He's outlived his sort of rookiness in being hot, and so now he's. Yeah, it would serve him better to heat him up the old-fashioned way and just let him go on a win streak and be number one contender. I don't think he needs to, especially too, the logic of him accusing Roman of needing help to win the title. So a man who points a finger at Roman like that can't be showing up with a briefcase.
You are not safe when the young OG's involved. Michael Cole, where are we at? We outside!
Yeah, Sophie Dopey, you're right about that. The women don't typically hold the briefcases that long. Tiffy held it for a while, but I feel like she was the longest one. RVD, yes. Like, that was a babyface style right there. A babyface issue of calling your shot and winning it. Although there were a lot of shenanigans in that ECW one night stand match, but it did happen.
We'll see later on tonight. No doubt about it. If I know anything about
Yeah, I'm curious what we're going to get with Chad Gable tonight.
Be a fighting champion. Gable will demand that of himself. He's going to want to take on the best.
Gable.
May include the young OG or Ethan Page. Big right hand. Evans avoiding Page as he headed toward the corner. It's what's made the young OG so successful. It's almost like every time he steps in the ring, Javon Evans shows us something new. He adds a new wrinkle to his game. That's what it takes.
Okay, yeah, they are advertising the King of the Ring, Oba Femi, tonight.
Again, he's got Page all in a sorts here. Another cover and another near fall. Evans is living in his wheelhouse right now, utilizing the speed advantage he has over Ethan Page, and it's serving Evans.
Yeah, if Roman opens the show, I wonder if Oba closes it.
Javon now measuring his man. Page misses wildly. Evans just suckered him in there. But ego. Evans made a mistake.
Ego, what a shot.
Also like a bit of indecision on the part of Javon Evans. Like he second guessed what he was looking for. Ethan Page made it pay.
All right, we are continuing another commercial break, man. It must be Monday. There's nothing but commercials. Meanwhile, the match continues for international viewers.
Like that, all ego Ethan Page has taken control. And what we just saw was one of many reasons why you can never truly count Ethan Page out. Yes, I know some may find Ethan a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious how they're going to handle Oba Femi going forward because, you know, it's going to be very hard to top Brock Lesnar as your feud and not have it be a title feud, you know? So, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do.
A backbreaker to the spine of Javon Evans.
But I am curious. My curiosity is piqued. Yeah, Big Cass should be here tonight.
And this is a pace that's going to benefit Ethan Page. He's a very cerebral competitor. Always trying to think 2 or 3 steps ahead of the competition. Oh my goodness. Talk about letting your hands fly. What a forearm for Page.
Yeah, but WrestleMania is a long way away, man. Like WrestleMania is it's almost 8 months away. Like that's a really long time to put Roman and Oba on the back burner. Like you better have other things to do. Oh, you got picture in picture. Okay, well I'm glad they're finally doing that on Netflix. They'll do it on NXT from time to time, which is nice. And I think they even do it on SmackDown sometimes. I didn't know it on Raw. Yeah, I mean, Big Cass, who knows?
Say nice things about Ethan Page that are deservedly true, then I'll do it. But do you think if he was a bit more humble, it might help him in his career? No, I think if Ethan Page was any more humble, he might not have made it to WWE, and he might not find himself in the hunt for the Intercontinental Championship. And Evans trying to fight back. Oh,
I do think Ethan Page would be a great contender for Chad Gable.
The shoulder up. It is Page beginning to get frustrated against this opponent that he knows so well. At this particular juncture, it certainly appears to seem that way. But again, Ethan Page has a world of experience to fall back on. As long as he keeps the frustrations momentary, shouldn't be a problem as the match goes on. These WWE fans here tonight in Des Moines trying to will Javon Evans on. But the ability to frustrate his opponents is almost a special power possessed by the young OG Javon Evans. Just when you think you've got him down, just when you think you have Javon where you want him,
yeah,
he changes it all.
Yeah, Swaybe, you're right about that. Like they do that whole rest hold a little bit in the commercial break, which I appreciate it. They don't want to blow a lot of their spots when all the viewers aren't watching at home.
The capital of the state hosting Monday Night Raw tonight. And this between all ego Ethan Page and Javon Evans and Corey Page has been able to ground Evans in this matchup. Page had to weather the early storm of the young OG, but notice how Ethan Page is now focusing his attack on the lower back of Javon Evans. This is a veteran strategy. It's tried and true. You damn it, lower back their
Sunday night's main event. I forgot about that. Maybe we get LA Knight versus Roman there.
straight to the kidneys of
Yeah, Danhausen. We'll have to find out what's next for Danhausen, too. He seems to be done with the Judgment Day. He got his human monies.
caution Ethan Page in this instance. You don't want to mess around with the young OG. It'll give Evans a reason to fire up here. That's what Evans is trying to do. Another right by Javon. And here comes that aggression we talked about with Evans. He can brawl when he needs to. There's a time to fly.
Yeah.
Time to fight.
Yeah, me too, Sophie Duffy. Yeah, we're in the same boat on that for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the ascension of Brock 20-some years ago is just crazy. It was really unlike anything we'd seen at that point. So that's what's so cool about Oba is he really is kind of reminiscent of everything that made Brock special and how he's been booked.
See the intensity in the eyes of the young OG. Oh, and what a move by Page.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a fair amount of how you doing.
Brilliant.
Brie Bella broke her scapula. Oh gosh, I hate that for Brie. What video of Javon and Rusev, Shimonica? I mean, I remember they fought last week, but
Look no further than what we just witnessed. And then following up with I don't even know the name of it. I don't know if I've ever seen that maneuver before. Some sort of cradle side suplex from Ethan Page. But the young OG still hanging in there. Ethan Page.
Sol Ruca and Roxanne Perez tonight. Of course, Sol Ruca no longer the Intercontinental Champion.
We call that a Canadian suplex. I mean, he's pretty much the best. He was going for the egoplex here. That is his finishing maneuver. And Javon Evans counters.
Counter, small package.
Page kicks out.
What another reversal. He's bouncy.
Sends Page right outside the ring. Ethan Page grabbing the ankle.
I won't be. I honestly I don't need to see Big Cass. I mean, excuse me. I don't need to see Enzo. He was entertaining for a little while as a promo, but I feel like his promos kind of got one note after a while. Just catchphrase. Oh, yeah. Rusev. I did see that, Shimonica. So my understanding was that I think Rusev had an injury scare. Like, I think he's okay. But I read somewhere what a dive over the barricade from Javon to Ethan Page. I read where allegedly Rusev had told the ref or one of the trainers that he couldn't feel his hands after the match. And so he booked it back to see the trainer, I think, to make sure he wasn't injured. But I hadn't heard anything more since then, so I think it was probably just a scare. But I don't think he was out there burying Javon. I don't think it was about that. Now, yeah, the thing about Enzo, not only do I feel like Enzo's shelf life has kind of done it for me, just as an individual fan, not as not against him as a person or anything like that. It's just the character that he brings to wrestling. I feel like I've seen all I need to see. On the other hand, Big Cass, I think there is an opportunity to bring him in without Enzo and take another stab at him as a 7-foot monster. And I think I would be very exactly, J Money. That's exactly what I was trying to say. He deserves a chance to be solo. He's 7 foot tall. Let him be a monster. Like, let's just see what he can do. And if he can't, then just bring in Enzo later and do the nostalgia beat. But don't start with that. And listen, if Enzo can be, I know, J Money, you and I are completely on the same wavelength tonight. We're just repeating each other. with Enzo, if he can come back different and not the same exact kind of promo that he was before, I'd be interested in seeing it because he has the gift on the mic, but just the Brooklyn tough guy thing, like I want to see more from him than that. That's just, again, just my opinion. Some WWE fans want the Enzo Cast thing. I don't. What a leapfrog over the ref onto the top rope. OG cutter. Is that going to be enough? Javon beats Ethan Page. If you're keeping score at home in consecutive weeks, Javon Evans has beaten Rusev and then Ethan Page. I think we know. I think we're starting to see who Gable's going to have next. And by the way, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about with LA Knight. LA Knight needs to be winning matches like this every week, and the fans can really start to clamor for him to be world champion, you know? Oh, no. Oh, pray for his ribs. Pray for his... Oh, it's Big Cass. I thought that was Braun Breaker. From the wide shot, I thought it was Braun Breaker. Well, there's Big Cass. Good call, J Money. Your booking's on point tonight. All right, Mod Father. Good to see you, brother. Absolutely. Breathing and blessed. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. And Big Cass has just dropped Javon Evans, who just ran through Rusev and Ethan Page in consecutive weeks. You've got my attention. This could be a fun match. Big Cass and Javon. Also, all of the promos leading up to Cass returning were all about, what is this, a bear hug? East River Crossing. It's like a bear hug into a black hole slam, kind of. All of the preview vignettes for Big Cass were all about him not measuring up to his expectations before. So why would you bring him back with Enzo again? Like, this is like in a redemption tour in Cass's own mind, you know? So, tell you what, the crowd responded. Yeah, his name was Big Bill or something like that in AEW. Nothing very creative.
We've heard about the return of Big Cass and this redemption that he is seeking, but the question is, why did he choose Javon Evans? Ladies and gentlemen, we kick the night off.
That's what we're going to do. That's going to be the next story, is finding out why he chose Javon Evans. I know. I thought it was Braun Breaker for a second, which really wouldn't have made any sense. All right, recap of the six-man tag. I didn't hear confusion on my end. I mean, it sounded to me like they were just booing. I'm not going to say any of you guys are wrong, but I just know this, that if they wanted Enzo, they would have chanted for Enzo in that segment, and they didn't do it. So just keep that in mind, respectfully to everybody.
You know this.
Bloodline's here.
It doesn't work if we lose. We're a family, a six-man tag. We have the advantage automatically. And you lose to your little brother. Matter of fact, where is Solo? Where is he? He should be on my hip right now. Coffee, go get it, Solo. That should be it.
Coffee, go get it, Solo.
This is crazy. This fool coming out here calling me a fraud, disrespecting me, and Royce Keys. Royce Keys, whatever stupid name is. Why do I keep hearing that he's your family? Jacob, are you my family? Yeah, right? Royce Keys isn't my family. It's not your family, right? It's not related to you, is he? Definitely is just one of the boys. Don't let these circus folks confuse you. This is it. We're the only bloodline here. This is all we have. Trust no one.
Bales, just say the word. We'll go get LA Knight.
No word. No play. Shut it down. You had your chance on LA. Leave that thing with me. Don't touch me.
Okay. So now Roman just took the bloodline to task for losing.
It's not on my bag, but I think I just overheard. Did I just overhear somebody say, leave him alone?
Oh, LA Knight.
Watch out. You don't want your dad to come back and put you over his knee, do you?
LA
I'll see you all next week. Go have fun, okay? You be good. I'll see you guys.
Knight bowing up at Jay. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good. I like this dynamic, man. Roman taking them to task for losing and saying, "Don't you dare touch LA Knight. You had your chance and you botched it. I'm gonna handle him." And now LA Knight playing in their face. And also bringing out Royce Keys to Jacob Fatu. Very, very interesting. Yes, Chris Wrestling Views. So good. Yeah, it has been a good Raw so far. It feels fresh so far, you know? More recaps. Now we're on commercial break. Byron Saxton is about to have an interview with somebody. But Lyra Valkyria is getting a commercial break interview, everybody. She's looking a little unkempt.
You look very...
I know, Byron. Thanks for noticing. New jacket.
Yeah, new jacket. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a follow-up question to a statement you made recently about wanting to focus on recapturing the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Can you expound on that?
Yeah, I can. Byron, I created that title. It was made for me, by me, and I'm always going to find my way back to it. Okay? But what we really need to talk about is poor soul Ruka. Oh. I mean,
Yes.
I always knew she'd crash and burn.
Ronan.
She just doesn't have the
I have not seen them in the chat since we did predictions. I think they might have been on Just Alex's channel. I'm not entirely sure.
Championship in the same building that I did. How poetic. Which brings me to the new champion, Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel, I hope you're watching, and I hope you watched Saturday night's main event. I hope you saw what I did to Bailey. I brutalized her. She's gone. She's done. She's never coming back. And if I did that to a friend, what do you think I'd do to someone I don't even like?
Lyra.
So Lyra basically just said to Raquel, if you look at what I did to Bailey and I like her, think about what I do to somebody I don't like. saying she's coming back for the Intercontinental title. So we'll see what happens.
It was a dream opportunity for the kids exercising with Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio,
Boys and Girls Club ad.
Deputy Secretary Admiral Brian Christine joined Triple H and others to teach how physical fitness can help the next generation stay healthy, sharp, and strong. But upon an unforgettable day, and who knows, maybe there's a future WWE superstar.
Seth and Drew and the tag division. Ooh, yeah, man, that would be wild. Talk about full circle, because I remember when Drew and Dolph Ziggler were terrorizing Seth.
Hey, Ro,
That was Jacob and Royce.
how many times we done been through this? We fought each other. We fought together. Think about all the times we fought in Oakland, Antioch, Sacramento, LA. I can forget everything. I'm your brother. 10 toes down. I'm still rolling with you. We family.
Yeah, I heard about that. Triple H and Stephanie's daughter was the one who sang America the Beautiful. It's pretty cool.
You my brother. You just one of the boys. And I'm bloodline. So enough of this back and forth. Me versus you tonight in a street fight.
Whoa. That escalated quickly. Jacob just challenged Royce Keys to a street fight tonight. And listen, it feels like the way Jacob cut that promo, it absolutely seemed like he did it because he was ordered to, not because he wanted to. But he was parroting back Roman's talking points about how they're not really family. But nah, man, this is very interesting. Very interesting. Well, what's up, Celeste? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you tonight. Yeah, so the Judgment Day ladies have all the belts, right? On time. I want everybody to close their eyes whenever Liv Morgan cuts a promo and tell me that Meg from Family Guy is not in the ring. By the way, as annoyed as we are about Liv not defending the title for 100 days and still being champion, this match was incredible. Liv and Io were fantastic. That was in the discussion for best match of SummerSlam, and I'll stand by it. It at least belongs in the conversation. Raquel's got her title chained up. I'll have to get another look at it. Well, Eddie thought Vicky was sexy, at least.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now in the presence of the
Listen, Liv Morgan has tapped into her Vicky Guerrero. This crowd hates to hear her talk. Shut up, Meg.
SummerSlam, I defeated one of the best in the world. I defeated the genius of the Io Sky. You guys are mad? Well, you guys can stay mad. But I will give Io Sky props.
I like how she must be wearing monster heels to look taller than Liv. I mean, taller than Roxy, but still closer to Raquel.
I don't see any challengers. Do you see any challengers? Do you see any challengers? No, I don't see any challengers. So do you guys know what that means? That I'm going to be the longest reigning women's champion.
One of these women got to come back. Stephanie Vicaire, Naomi, somebody.
The Judgment Day. My best friend, my sister, someone that I am so proud to call our new Women Intercontinental Champion.
I'm telling you, what an immediate face turn it would be if Becky Lynch shows up to challenge Liv Morgan.
We could not have done it without Roxanne. And speaking of my little prodigy, in just a couple minutes, Roxanne Perez is going to embarrass Sol Ruca and prove while the Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw.
I don't have a clue enough about biology to know how long it would take Naomi to get back into ring shape after giving birth. That's assuming she is working to come back. Yeah. All right, here comes Sol. Sol and Roxanne one-on-one coming up next.
He starts with Roxanne Perez. Next.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy for Bianca, and the bundle of joy that's coming her way. But I definitely miss her on TV too, though. Yes, J.R. Dugan. It does look like Raquel either put chains or barbed wire or something around the IC title. She's definitely, I wouldn't say glammed it up because it looks pretty tough, but she did something to it. Oh, she totally does, Sophie. I'm a lucky man. The oldest trick in the book, man. Run around the ring, slide in first, and then stomp your opponent when they're trying to get in the ring.
Reminding the world why she is the prodigy. Always
Ruby Riott. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. RT Rick, if I'm not mistaken, did Ruby Riott have a kid at some point in the past couple of years too? Now I need to
maybe they could create a new title just for Roxanne. I was going to ask you.
Now I need to do that. Yes. Okay. She had a child in 2024.
Is because of the help of Roxanne Perez.
Oh man, school start today back east. Yeah. We've got another week before school starts. Yeah. So 2 years ago. Okay.
Roxanne Perez is super duper talented. She is my prodigy. She is my prodigy. She is the next generation of the greatest women's world champion of all time. Look how good she is. Look how good she is.
I swear, close your eyes. It sounds like Meg from Family Guy on commentary.
Great. Awesome. That is Liv Morgan's personal prodigy. Take that, Booker. Oh, I have a lot to say about that.
All right, so everybody should be back now. Sol Ruca taking on Roxanne Perez and the Meg Griffin of the WWE on commentary, Liv Morgan. Well, she
I was like, no, not.
No, this is not the Meg Griffin of the WWE. Not even close. My wife, an amazing human being. Let me know if you want to be on mic because I just need to plug you in.
No.
Okay. Just here to hang out.
Yeah.
Just here to vibe. I like it. Sophie Dopey, if Rhea came back this quickly to dethrone Chelsea, that would be one of the most ridiculous storytelling decisions I can imagine. To strip her of the title just to have a ladder match for her to immediately come back after they crown a new champion would be absurd.
I saw Chelsea Green's husband sharing her win or whatever. He was like, last night, my beautiful woman won the WWE Championship, and today I won this. And he was like giving a Delta $1,000 sign in the plane.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Yeah. Matt Cardona. Now there's a guy with an action figure problem. This is nothing compared to Matt Cardona, for sure. Chats are saying that. But okay, there's Roxanne just said, what did the five fingers say to the face? Slap. And you know what? Props to Des Moines, Iowa. They're in Des Moines tonight. It's a vocal crowd. Sometimes I harshly judge the Midwest. Sometimes they're not super responsive to things, or they just get inexplicably quiet in the middle of the show. But they've been engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is off camera? What lady is walking around down there?
Raquel, the tall one, or Liv Morgan?
I don't know. It wasn't Liv Morgan.
Okay. So it's probably Raquel Rodriguez, the tall one.
I saw her for a second.
She's the current Intercontinental Champion. She actually beat Soul for that title last Monday. Busted her nose open and everything. And Soul throwing those hands. That's true, Sophie Dopey. Both Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green, ladder match title winners in big shows. Matt Cardona won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 32 and then lost the title the next night to The Miz.
Oh, no.
Sad stuff. So if Chelsea Green, just as long as she doesn't show up and lose the title tonight, she'll beat his record.
Good for her.
Yeah. Oh. Flop. Roxy right on her face. Oh, and a smack back.
Slapping is crazy.
That might have been a receipt. And good on Soul. Like, the new girls need to dig in like that because, you know, wrestling's it's a tough endeavor. And sometimes when you're throwing hands, you get a little too close by accident trying to make it look real. And Roxy laid it in and smacked her in the mouth. And Soul's like, okay, I'm going to get you back before this match is over.
Oh, my gosh.
Surfboard. There's just no way that doesn't hurt like everywhere.
No, chiropractors do that all the time.
All the time. My father says hi as well too. I'm telling you, Des Moines been a good crowd tonight so far for the first hour of the show. And this show, guys, it's been moonsault. She got Roxy, but man, she kind of over rotated. This show's gone by really quickly tonight so far.
Yeah, it's flown by for me.
Totally, right? All right, Soul climbing up top. And she was trying to go. She has a sort of gymnastics background. She's trying to do a thing. And
ouch.
We're going to commercial, so I'll let you guys know.
Okay, well, then it's my turn to go turn on the oven.
Okay.
Gotcha. Regained control of this matchup and has started to work on the arm of Sol Ruca.
But yes, someone asked, I think it was you last name, middle name, earlier about Haku and Jacob, perhaps. I wonder if Haku is going to be the reason Jacob turns on Roman Reigns since Roman brings up family to Jacob. it really does seem like we're getting some hesitancy still from Jacob. Like he is not fully down with Roman telling him how to live his life, and who to beef with and who to not beef with. So maybe we will get something a little bit more from Jacob in the weeks to come. And yeah, we still have not gotten our Oba Femi segment tonight. And we've already had Roman cross paths with LA Knight, which seems to be the direction they're going to go for now. And Big Cass made his return, jumping Javon Evans. So, like, I don't know what they're going to do with Oba tonight. I know he ain't going to come back out and just give more flowers to Brock Lesnar. I mean, he did that Saturday night. You know, Swaby, I don't think it's new tonight, but one thing I have noticed that I also noticed them doing at SummerSlam is putting the pictures of the performers on the big LED boards during their match. Oh my gosh.
Prodigy.
She's like, she's my prodigy.
She has so many variations.
You know what though? Give Liv Morgan credit for like staying locked in during the match. Like she could just be standing there waiting for her spot to hit somebody or something. Like she just keeps on yapping, and she's not just repeating the same phrases either. Like this reminds me of like the very, very early iteration of NXT before it was a brand, when it was just a rookie TV show. And it's like Chris Jericho was doing that about Wade Barrett back when Wade Barrett was a rookie. And he was just yelling at commentary, talk about Wade Barrett. He's the best one. Do it more. And just like, so funny.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Sophie Dovey, I'm not sure you know what accents sound like. My wife doesn't sound anything like Lois. I said that Liv Morgan sounds like Meg from Family Guy.
Oh.
So we're talking about Family Guy accents.
What is there? It's like, what is their accent?
It's like Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Northeast.
Yeah.
Not like
It's like
North.
Providence, Rhode Island, or something like Quahog, I think is the name of the town they're in. But it's like, yeah. I mean, it's easy to do the Peter,
Maybe it's because I was mimicking.
Maybe your Liv Morgan sounds like Lois. Pena.
That could be it.
You know, something like that. At least you don't sound like Stewie. Mommy. Another spinoff? Didn't they have like 3 of them already? Yeah, Swaby. The original NXT wasn't very good. The only thing that came good out of it was producing the Nexus as a faction, and Daniel Bryan. But Bryan Danielson was always going to be a thing, whether they used NXT to introduce him or not. Oh, big knee. Nope, just
did they talk bad about Chelsea Green on Unreal?
So, not really. There was a early season of Unreal where they showed the writer's room and they were pitching ideas. And this one guy, Brian Armstrong, who goes by the name Road Dogg when he was a wrestler, and he's one of Triple H's buddies. He actually doesn't work there anymore. But at the time, he was pitching an idea for them to push her more.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, the roster on the show she was on was a little thin with people she had either already wrestled and not a lot of fresh faces. So basically, they pushed back on his idea in the meeting. And he just kind of folded and kind of got an attitude about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became this whole thing about like, they all hate Chelsea Green. And I'm like, no, that was just a healthy conversation, in my opinion. And Road Dogg should have fought back, like, if you really wanted it to happen. And then there's another guy, Michael Hayes, who's really old and kind of weird and hippie looking. He was Freebirds. We talked about the Freebirds once or twice on trivia. He was quoted as viewing her as a certain type of wrestler that only serves to make other wrestlers popular, and the internet ate him alive for that. And so even now, she won the ladder match this weekend. So she's a new women's champion. And they did the post-show interview panel, and she came out with a title. And she's like, I want to dedicate this to Michael Hayes, everything, and just like chewing him up. It was so great. Anyway, the numbers game results in, a disqualification win for Sol Ruca. But Sol Ruca is being laid. Oh, who called it? Someone said we missed Becky Lynch. And she's here to throw down on somebody. There's 2 champions in that ring. Which one is she going to swing
I'm always happy
on?
to see Becky Lynch.
And it's not just us saying it. Sports Illustrated says it. The man has come back around.
Becky's my favorite female wrestler.
She's so good. Well, Seth is a face now. You were right, Chris Wrestling Views. You were the man. You were the one who said it a good 15, 20 minutes ago that we need her to come back to give Liv somebody to work with. What's happening? She's going for a mic. Everybody shut up, Meg. It's like 30 Rock. Shut up, Lutz. All right. Well, there's 3 women standing in front of her. Who she got her eye on? It looks like she's got. This is also where Seth is from, Iowa. So.
You think I came for that? I already made that title famous, honey. My work there is done.
It's pointing to Liv. Well, Seth is from Iowa. I don't think they actually live in Iowa now.
To make sure it's another 100 days before you defend that title again. Because I watch you prance around here like you've actually done something since WrestleMania, but all you've done is become a glorified valet.
Oh, not ballet.
Because a women's champion should be fighting, not just flirting.
Come on. That's what we say to our daughters in this house, too.
You have had the worst title reign.
You know the women love to impersonate Liv backstage. I've seen Alexa do it,
It's not
too.
just me saying it. Everybody's saying it. But unfortunately for you, things are about to get a whole lot worse.
So she's
Very
spit out her gum.
typical Becky. I'm not surprised. Do you know what you should actually be doing right now? You should be at home, being a mommy to your daughter. But you're not.
Oh,
You're in my face, which is actually pathetic. And do you know why you're in my face?
smack her. Just smack her.
You're jealous of me. You're jealous because your time is over.
Miss
and
Elizabeth is
my time
iconic,
is
my
now.
father.
You're jealous because I am the greatest women's world champion of all time.
Sorry, you're not even the greatest women's champion in your own group.
Whoa.
You're not even the greatest women's champion that slept with Dominic Mysterio.
Oh. Oh. I've missed Becky. Oh. Stephanie's back. Chris Wrestling Views, do you work for the booking team? She's back.
She just threw her belt down.
Uh-huh. Well. Liv Morgan's day just went from bad to worse.
Look at Becky.
Yeah, she's just watching the show. The women's division is getting holy chants, and they haven't even like done anything truly physical to earn it. Which should tell you a lot. Right? The Kane Pyro. I like the idea of them giving Stephanie Vaquera the Kane Pyro. Oh, now Raquel's coming back like, hey, wait a second. Well, my gosh. Give Liv credit, man. She is playing her role to perfection. This was a great segment. This is going to be one of my marked moments tonight when we put the poll up after the show.
Becky, what are you doing?
Well, hold on. Becky and Steph, are they? What do we have here? Okay, this is getting a little tense.
Stephanie Vaquera just said to Becky Lynch, "Stay out of my way." To which Lynch replied,
Stay out of my way. Becky was there first, Stephanie. What are you doing? I think this is the first time Vaquera and Becky Lynch have been in the ring together, like at least one-on-one. Okay, guys, we just woke up to a crazy good episode of Raw. I've been criticizing Raw the past couple of weeks. It's been kind of same old stuff, and we're getting a street fight tonight with Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys. And Jacob, you would understand this reference. They're not going to understand this reference. It's just for you. Jacob is given a little bit of the he don't want to be it vibes. And Royce Keys is like a legit best friend of his for years. And Roman was just like, he's not our real family. So you need to handle it. You know. Man, oh man.
Little kid in the background.
I know. Oh, look at the cute kid with the little auditory sensor. You know, got the little headphones on.
She's like, I had no idea that they were just like saying mean things to each other.
Yeah. Hooray.
We've ever seen Brock Lesnar in a WWE ring. Oh, what memories he's given us.
Little kid with the mohawk coming up.
Licking the
look at the barricade. That's nasty. I know they don't watch that stuff in between shows. Are we getting a career retrospective on Brock?
I just love Becky Lynch. Like, every time she's so good at what she does.
She is. She is a good wrestler. She's a phenomenal promo.
Yeah.
And, like, this is one of the reasons I do think Becky Lynch is in the running for best women's wrestler ever. And not
for me, she is.
Well, yeah, I mean, because here's the thing too, because you guys hear me complain about this from time to time when A and B and I share a space together and we talk about the kind of psychology of wrestling and stuff, is that the truly good bad guys are not afraid to look like an idiot.
Yeah.
When they get embarrassed or when they lose.
Yeah.
And honestly, the people who are brave enough to look like that, when they turn around eventually and become good, the crowd will love them even more. And you see that with Becky Lynch. Like the way she bodied Ronda Rousey, the way, you know, she handled her feud with Charlotte, the stuff she did with Bianca was great. I mean, with stuff with AJ Lee was great. Like, I mean,
I've loved every iteration of Becky Lynch except for when she and Seth would come in like whining and stuff all the time, and then they were like scared and running away together. I was like, that is not my Becky Lynch.
Oh.
She does not run away scared.
Yeah.
What is
you like tough Becky
You
Lynch?
need to get away from your diva husband.
Yeah. And let him stop and keep him out of your closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wants to be a diva, let him be a diva and you be the man.
There you go. Well, that's good stuff, man. Like Becky's great. We're glad to have her back. And I'm very interested in her and Stephanie Vaquera showing up on the same night to both call their shot against Liv. which is funny because the running gag in that 100 days and things Liv was saying after she beat Io this weekend was, I didn't defend the title for 100 days because nobody stepped up. And then she came out now and tonight and was like, nobody's stepping up.
And she had
Well,
two
now you
step
got 2 step-ups. Step up to the streets. You know, not that I'm familiar with that movie at all, but it's just a reference for some of y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the best. I watched him from the day he walked in the door all the way to.
Yeah, exactly. The part
Yeah.
part I hated is what he
Yeah,
says he
yeah.
liked.
I like the part she hated for sure. We disagree on that. You're not wrong. I mean, I don't. But like,
no, I'm just saying, like, we're married. We're not the same.
no, yeah, precisely. And also, I don't know if I love this or if I died a little inside, realizing that her most recent string of catchphrases are basically mocking Donald Trump. Have now come fully around and made her a good guy. So now when she does say, it's not just me saying it, everyone's like, yeah, and like, I'm like that too, but I kind of hate myself a little bit for loving that. So I don't know how to
I think
feel.
it's funny because it's a joke.
Right.
It's obviously, it's her playing the arrogant character.
Yeah. Ooh, Oba Femi walking up on Paul Heyman. Oba looking smart tonight.
I never
Mhm.
want to say thank you to Brock for all the things he said about me and to me. So when you see him, tell him I said thank you. That would be a pleasure, sir. And Oba, congratulations.
I never trust Paul
You-
Heyman.
Oba, keep walking. Just don't let that man in your life. You leave that devil behind. Because Paul Heyman's a smart man.
Paul Heyman is great at what he does, but
Yeah.
it's like you love to hate him.
Well, also just like on the real, Paul knows who the next big money maker is always going to be.
For sure.
And if he can be like, you know what, Triple H, I think you should pair me with Oba Femi.
Yeah, he's definitely a businessman.
Oh, here comes Danhausen, who looks to be wearing a barbershop quartet hat.
What is happening?
He won his human monies on a pole match against Dominic Mysterio this weekend. Here's the thing. I am anti Oba Femi and Paul Heyman. And I'll tell you why. Because,
Don't trust Paul. Exactly.
right. Also, Oba Femi doesn't need a mouthpiece.
Right.
Use Paul Heyman to elevate guys who still are learning how to talk, who are still a killer, like Oba,
Mhm.
but Oba doesn't need a manager.
Or have the personality of a shoebox like Brock.
Shoebox? Is it a shoebox that's like made into a terrarium at least or something? Like
No.
Just a regular shoebox.
Yeah.
K-Swiss.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I think maybe he has a personality. Just
There's a blandness to Brock's personality. He seems semi-motivated. Like he doesn't come out with that same energy all the time.
yeah,
It's like he saves it for special occasions.
yeah.
And Danhausen's trying to shoot the money out of a t-shirt cannon, but it's poorly not working well. He's just giving out fake money.
No, that's human money.
They sell now Danhausen money on Fanatics. The best Paul Heyman guy might be Brock Lesnar. Of all the guys that he managed, not counting the Dangerous Alliance, like once he started going by Paul Heyman. Oh, the Danhausen thing is a commercial break promo. Okay, I was like,
gonna say, we're taking way too long on this throwing out money.
yeah. So he's just
He's just eating. Time.
Yeah, he's just eating time. Well, it's not the Judgment Day's money last time. He won it fair and square off the pole. Just makes him sound like a stripper. That's not what I mean, but like is in the match. He pulled the money off of the pole in the giant bag with the $sign on it.
Is this a cartoon?
Yes, that is his gimmick.
No,
Is
like I'm saying, everything he just described sounds like.
Oh, I mean, it was kind of like watching a cartoon. They're like little people dressed like Danhausen running around, and I will say it was really funny. If you see on Twitter, there was a spot during the Danhausen match where JD McDonough, he kept interfering, and he started like choke slamming the mini Hausens and body slamming it because JD McDonough's not a huge man himself,
Yeah.
but he looked big compared to the little people.
Sure.
And so he had a picture of himself choke slamming a guy, and his caption was, "Is this what it feels like to be Oba Femi?" Which
Amazing.
just applause, a polite smattering of applause for JD McDonough. Don't run with him last long. Yeah. Not every Paul Heyman guy worked out. I think the Cesaro thing was a real tragedy.
Of world domination.
All right, Chelsea Green, your women's champion for now. Baron Corbin said he's going to bring the U.S. Championship back to its original form. At least has the blue and white stars. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be a fun foil for a while. I didn't know Matt Cardona was on the front row for that match either. They kept that boy off camera. How dare they? All right, who's coming out? It's Oba time. The aura has entered the chat. Listen, if they ever did put Paul Heyman with Oba, it would, in my opinion, it would need to be when you want to turn Oba heel, and then Oba maybe chooses not to talk. But right now, the trajectory that Oba is on is like he needs to be going it alone. Just for me. I mean, not just for me, but like that's my take on it. Yeah, I thought Oba would have been closing the show, but I guess that street fight with Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys might be closing the show. But yeah, let's see who we get. Last name says he wants Bronson Reed to return tonight. That would not be a bad matchup for Oba. Although I wouldn't like that for Bronson because whoever steps to Oba is going to need to get stepped on. And I don't want Bronson Reed to get stepped on as soon as he comes back. You know it, Chris Wrestling Views. And listen, they have kept announcing Oba as King of the Ring ever since he won it. So they're still making it a thing. And if this man doesn't come out here and start calling out either Roman Reigns or CM Punk, then what is he even doing? He's already given Brock Lesnar all the flowers he got. Oh, now he's throwing up the Nation of Domination. What are you doing, Oba? Making you miss Mordecai. Oh, my gosh, Mordecai. I forgot about him, J Money. Okay. They call Oba the ruler, but low key, I actually like his catchphrase, the bringer of war. Nobody says that. Nobody talks like that. Crowd's still chanting. This is one Nigerian prince you don't want to send to the spam folder. You know what I'm saying? Kung Fu Panda 3. Shamanica, I might have seen it. It doesn't live in my mind.
Is that the one where he finds his
panda
dad?
clan?
Yeah.
I think that's 3.
Me and Lesnar went to war in Hell in a Cell. And we came out the other side with scars and bruises.
Yeah, I mean, Oba's going to have to give us a tease of where he's headed after this, I would
We
think.
came out with newfound respect for one another.
Yeah, Chris Wrestling Views, I agree. Not everybody was on game for him, but more people are than they used to be. I'll say that.
That's the one where he goes to the Panda Village.
Oh, okay.
I was the one when I put him away.
Yes, Shamanika, I have seen it.
That is why when he came back and made my life miserable for weeks, I thought it was an action born out of evil or envy or jealousy. But now with wisdom,
General Kai and Oba are just alike. Green always
it
wins.
was all a test. He needed to
I
come back
think Panda 3 is a
and
great
find out.
movie.
Oh, yeah?
He chose right.
Mm.
Like about
The question going into
the love
WrestleMania
you have
was,
for each family doesn't
can Oba Femi
it
swim?
just adds.
That question was answered very,
I like
very
Paddington,
quickly,
that's
wasn't
weird.
it?
That was good, too. I'll have to watch that again.
But then going into Summerslam, the question changed. It went from, can you
In
swim
this pose right here,
to
look
how
at you kind of
long
looks like he's
can
gonna
you
do
hold your
this.
breath? That's what Brock did.
Yeah, man.
I went into the cage with one of the most dangerous and most decorated combat athletes of our generation. I went blow for blow with him. He took me to the deepest depth of the ocean and he held me there. And guess what? I swam up, I emerged victorious, and I passed the test. And now the beast can finally rest.
Okay. Very respectful promo about Brock.
But now my destiny
Fans just want to
seems
chant for
clearer
Oba.
than ever. But oftentimes when the path is clear, that is when men miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no correct path. We forge our own destiny. So with this torch that has been passed on to me,
You better not be on some BS, Oba. Go for that title.
lead a new generation, a new crop of talent.
Not new generation. Don't say new generation.
The old God will fall. And if any man has a problem with me, if any man has a problem with the one who holds the torch, you will answer to the ruler. You will answer to the destroyer. You will answer to the bringer of war. You will answer to Oba Femi.
Did Oba Femi just declare war on all the old wrestlers?
The
You-
old guard will fall.
Well, that sounds like Seth Rollins. That sounds like CM Punk. It sounds like a lot of the guys that are on SmackDown, honestly. Sounds like it, Swaby.
Big thing in this business. And the question now is, he talked about his path. Where is his path going? Where does the rule, the king of the ring, go down? Not to speculate, but we do know on his list of optional destinations in the championship match. Could it be CM Punk? Could it be Roman Reigns? Only Oba Femi knows for sure.
Yeah, so Chris Wrestling Views, he basically said he was going to lead the new generation of talent that's called up, and basically said he's going to knock down a lot of the old established, and now that he's already dealt with Brock. And here are the vision. Is he going to see Braun Breaker? Are we going to get a stare down with Braun? Oh, it's Austin and Maxine. Austin, you're going to die. Okay, there's Braun Breaker. We're just going to get a passing stare down probably. But it's Braun and Oba though. Austin is not stepping to this, and neither is Logan. It's all Braun and Oba. I don't even think Logan's there. They're having a staring contest. Austin Theory's trying to pull off Braun Breaker. He's like, come on, dude, come on.
Braun Breaker, another young superstar who seems intent on leading WWE into the next generation. Sign me up. Breaker's in action.
Okay. Well, we got a little bit of a tease there that we might get Oba and Braun. However, the next match is Braun Breaker versus Joe Hendry. Say a prayer for Joe Hendry. Yeah, Braun needs to go on his own or have Heyman as like, yeah, helping him out.
The unpredictable badass Braun Breaker going to go one-on-one tonight. He, of course, part of the tag team champions with Austin Theory and a new vision member, Austin's girlfriend Maxine Dupree. Well, WWE will make a historic return to Mexico this September when, for the first time in 15 years, Friday Night SmackDown emanates live from Arena CDMX in Mexico City.
What's up, Dawsey?
September 11th, followed by Monday Night Raw at the same venue, Monday, September 14th. Additionally, the WWE Mexico live tour in Guadalajara on Wednesday, September 9th, followed by Monterrey, Thursday, September 10th. Tickets for all events are on sale now. Look at the intensity of Braun Breaker.
Okay, well, Joe Hendry is making a commercial break entrance. Say a prayer for Joe Hendry. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Braun has a real good opportunity here to kind of carve his own path again if they decide to mix him up with Oba. The ring announcer just called him pure motivation, Joe Hendry? What? Guys, I want to tell you this in case they change it when they come back from commercial. Braun Breaker has been staring at the entranceway where Oba was ever since he got into the ring, and he has not stopped staring in that direction. Even with Joe Hendry coming out, making his entrance, and doing all that, Braun Breaker has his back turned to Joe Hendry right now. He is still fixed down the aisle with his eyes. Braun is definitely contemplating life right now. So I don't know, now that we're back from commercial, if they're going to pretend like that didn't happen. But on the commercial break commentary, Michael Cole even pointed it out. So, yeah, Braun seems mega obsessed with Oba. He's still staring. You guys see him? He did that through the entire commercial break. I have a feeling that I think Braun is about to Goldberg Joe Hendry. I think something just unlocked in Braun Breaker. Braun's either going to lose this match because he's unfocused, or he's about to murder Joe Hendry. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be one or the other. Joe Hendry is now confused. He's like, why won't the man turn around?
With his girlfriend Maxine Dupree looking on. Keep your eyes on the monitor, Cole. I know it's tough.
Oh, he's about to channel Uncle Scott, baby, not just Daddy. Braun just looks fed up, but he's just fuming. Oh my gosh! He just Steiner lined the out of Joe Hendry, man.
Exactly what set off Cole face to face with Oba Femi. Oba Femi declaring himself to be the leader of the new generation. That was once a title bestowed upon.
He just clotheslined Joe out of the ring, and now he's turning around and staring back down the aisle again. Oh, Joe Hendry just attacked Austin Theory on the outside of the ring. Oh, here comes Braun. Oh, Hendry leapfrogs the merry-go-round spear there. And Hendry now throwing Austin over the announce table. Spear. That's it. Pin him. Call it a night. 2, 3. Yeah. Braun Breaker. Short work of Joe Hendry. And Braun gets back up and starts staring down the aisle again. Dude is obsessed. This is very interesting. Yeah, they are telling the story, I think, that Braun is offended by Oba usurping the role as king of the new generation. Oh, boy. You know where Braun's head is, Corey. Oba is living rent-free in his head. And Braun left Austin and Maxine in the ring. He's gone. He grabbed his belt and walked back down the aisle. Now Austin Theory picking the bones of Joe Hendry. What was that? Theory attacking Joe Hendry. Who could come save Joe Hendry? Oh, it's Tozawa. Oh, yeah, because Otis is here. Otis is out. I mean, well, Braun Breaker did carry the tag team title with him. He waited to get the belt before he left ringside. So, I mean, they're still tag champions, but it's clear all Brock is thinking about, Braun is thinking about right now is Oba. And Tozawa beefing with the Vision, which he should be after what they did to Otis. I'm not super interested in it, but I respect the logic in the booking. Tell you, man, Raw has brought it tonight. That's another Mark's moment. What they did with Becky Lynch, what they did with Braun Breaker tonight. That's two. Big Cass. I mean, it's good to see Big Cass back. Seven foot tall in Tim's too.
You want to make a statement? You want to grab headlines and spotlights? This is a great place to start by taking out the young OG, one of the most popular members of the roster.
Man, I know A and B would be freaking out, man, because I've been pretty loud tonight, and normally I'm pretty chill. Yeah. Big Cass is cut. You're 100% right, Shimonica. That appears to be the story they're telling. Braun is jealous of Oba's success and feels like it should be him.
Thanks so much. Please welcome Raw's newest addition, Big Cass.
Oh, Jackie Redmond here with Big Cass. Man, I forgot how big Big Cass was when you set him next to someone like Jackie.
I don't think any of us expected that. Why Javon?
Promo time with Big Cass backstage.
8 years. I was left for dead in the dirt. 8 years. It took me to get back here from rock bottom. Javon Evans, nothing personal, bro. You were just in the way. Make no mistake about it. I am here to stack bodies. You were just the first.
Big Cass is here to stack bodies, and it wasn't personal, Javon. Javon wasn't the first, and he won't be the last. Ooh. So he's just here to drop people.
Planning a rampage here on Monday Night Raw, as is this man.
Jacob Fatu. Royce Keys street fight.
One-time best friend, as close as a brother.
Yep. He's got guns for everybody. He's got his hands are rated E for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. We are flying and cooking tonight. So leave your questions in the chat and all that good stuff. Your boy's gonna be right back. I'm just gonna grab a drink. Actually, hold on. We're getting another commercial break promo. Let me see if it's somebody I actually want to see. It's Ethan Page. All right, so I am going to step away. I'll be listening. I'm just going to go refill my drink, and I'll be right back.
The entire locker room, these basic civilians, everyone watching Monday.
Yeah, Big Cass is a good promo. Oh, J-Money, Javon wants his lick back. He ain't going to just get punked like that. And honestly, I think, the sort of skinny guy, big guy match could work really well between the two of them.
Especially the Intercontinental Champion and everyone looking at that championship. Because
I agree, J.R. Dugan. This has been a very, very good episode of Raw.
To stop chasing gold in WWE, specifically the Intercontinental Championship. And I'm going to make a promise to you, and I'm going to make a promise to everyone watching.
Yeah, no, he was just trying to make a statement.
Especially you, little kid. Holly Ethan Page will most definitely capture gold on Monday Night Raw and plan on becoming Intercontinental.
All right, Ethan Page is naming his goal, which is to become the next Intercontinental Champion. So Ethan is going to be gunning for Gable, and while he lost to Javon's probably going to have his hands full with Big Cass. So we'll see what happens. Yes, tomorrow is going to be crazy with NXT. We got the Underground. One of two things could happen. We could have what's her name? Lola Vice. Sorry, I blanked for a second. Lola Vice could be a two-time NXT Women's Champion, joining a very elite list. Or, she could lose for the first time and in the Underground, and there's a chance she could make her way up. There's a lot of rumors about Lola making her way up. She's already lost her AAA title as well now. And then also we're going to have Zarya versus Ren Sinclair, which I think is going to be a really good match. Zarya is actually challenging for the Speed title. So if Zarya were to beat Ren Sinclair tomorrow, she would repeat a feat last achieved by Sol Ruca of being simultaneous North American and Speed champion. So it would be very interesting. Was always supposed to be. Recapping Gable winning title. Man, I hope they don't show the stupid mug root beer spot. All right, here he comes. Here comes our Intercontinental Champion. Gable. The belt looks right on him. Yeah, Gable's music definitely feels like it came from 1993 WCW, like when Dustin Rhodes had like, well, they call him the Natural, or he's a man called Sting, stuff like that.
Chad Gable, Corey, finally won a singles championship. Last night, all of that pressure, all of the years, the journey made a diamond, making his entrance for the very first time as a singles champion. Trust me, Cole, the emotion didn't end before SummerSlam. Even after the match, we had Chad join us on the SummerSlam post-show, and emotions were still running incredibly high. He called it one of the greatest nights of his life.
You deserve it, Chance.
We have a no film use policy in this studio.
Stop it. Okay.
Tonight was the single greatest moment of my career.
That's true. We haven't seen the Creed Bros in a while. Although one of the Creed brothers showed up in a Kendall Gray package for NXT last week.
I'm not a guy that's ever said I deserve anything. I try to earn everything I get. But I make sure and thank every one of those people. And I've got a couple more people to thank tonight. And the first person I want to thank is Penta.
Okay. It's a very babyface episode of Raw. People thanking the people they wrestled the night before.
I was just about to say, this is a little too sweet.
Roman was even respectful to Seth. Oba and Brock. But this one makes story sense, though.
Can Becky come back out and say, champions fight, they don't flirt?
Importantly, I came here tonight to make sure I thank all of you.
Oh, it's a babyface new people promo.
For 10 years. And yes, it's been that long. For sticking with me every time I came this close, but it didn't happen for me. For sticking with me when I was Shorty G.
Let's not bring up Shorty G again, Chad.
And for believing in me when I made a promise that I was going to overcome every bit of it and become a singles champion in this company. I tell my kids every day, and I'm telling you right now, when you make a promise to yourself, you better bust your ass until you deliver on that promise.
Okay.
I'm standing here to say I crawled through a river of crap and came out clean on the other side, but I delivered on my
Shawshank Redemption reference. Chad Gable crawled through a river
to be your
on his way to freedom.
Intercontinental champion.
Oh, here comes Penta. Former Intercontinental Champion. Here to confront the new one, Chad Gable. Penta doing his strut down the aisle, as he does.
The Intercontinental Championship for north of 150 days. A fighting, spectacular champion. They had to show respect last night after he lost the gold to Gable. There's no shame in being bested while at your best by the better man. And that is simply what happened to Penta last
I would hate to see a heel turn heel here because, like, he just lost clean. Like, he just lost fair and square. Like, there was nothing sketchy about it. There's no reason for him to turn on him after he, like, put the belt on Gable's waist yesterday. I don't know about all that. Penta had a crazy good reign, though.
Chad, first of all, you deserve this beautiful title, man. Chad, last night we stole the show. And tonight, I give you the flowers. Okay? I know.
Monday Night Love Fest, man.
Mistakes, but no matter what, because you change. And thank you for that, Chad. And now you have their respect.
I do think Penta has a heel run in him. Yes. I just not tonight. Yeah.
Chad, this is very simple. You are a true luchador.
Oh man, Penta coming out saying Chad's a true luchador, which honestly that's pretty dope. Period at the end of the sentence. Penta is laying it on a little thick. Oh, here comes Dirty Dom. Talking about a true luchador and all this. Oh, okay. All right, it's Dom and JD. Maybe we get a tag team match. Maybe Chad and Penta team up.
What is this garbage about being a real luchador?
Dude, we've got 2023 heel heat for Dom right now.
Maybe you can help me with this, Dom. Tell me this. Why would any single one of these Des Moines ditch pigs cheer for any of these guys? Chad, the best match of your life has come and it's gone. And it wasn't even last night. It was when a better wrestler than you whipped your ass, took your mask, and you lost the right to call yourself a luchador. And Penta, you just lost to him. So what does that make you? Escúchenme, padre.
What's hilarious is how venomously the crowd will boo when Dominic speaks Spanish, but if Penta did it, they'd just shut up and let him talk.
Because we're done playing around.
We're done playing around.
Anytime, no? Anytime?
JR, I got to admit, I actually do kind of like JD and Dom as a tandem unit.
Right here, right now, in Des Moines, sounds pretty great. How about that? El Rey accepts. Yes, we want the red tree right now. ¿Y sabes por qué? Porque yo soy Penta el Zero. Penta is fearless. The challenge has been issued. Here comes a red. We got a tag match.
All right. Tag team match player, the Teddy Long special, coming right up before we get the street fight tonight. This has been a good episode of Raw. We haven't seen Adam Pearce tonight, last name. You're right. All the matches are getting made by the wrestlers. What kind of kangaroo court is this?
We know there is a finality.
Yeah, no. I mean, listen, like, it is very Dom is a special performer. And because he's so special, you can trot him out here on a night like tonight. The crowd will hate him. And he can lose. And he can come back next week and people will still hate him just as much as they did last week. They just do not get indifferent to Dom. And JD has learned how to tap into that. They do well together.
Real things happen. It might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there. What we do is vital. I'm disappointed in myself.
It's not just your money that depends on it. It's everybody's money.
I feel good. I feel ready. I know the work that I had to put in.
This consumed me for 23 years.
We needed to change things for everyone who came behind me.
This is everything I've ever worked for.
There's nothing that I want to do.
The future is now.
This is a moment they're going to replay for years. Watch the next one.
Well, we have this tag team match here tonight. Impromptu. Gable, the new Intercontinental Champion, and the former champ, Penta, teaming up against Dom and JD in the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom obviously took offense to the fact that Penta referred to Gable as a real luchador.
All right, we are back.
So here
Tag
we go
team
now.
match
Tag
in
match is
action.
underway. Chad Gable, current Intercontinental Champion, against the AAA Mega Champion, Dominic Mysterio, who's teaming with JD McDonough. Gable teaming with the former Intercontinental Champion, Penta. It's no surprise that Penta and Gable sharing a moment of respect prior to this matchup. Beautiful, beautiful butterfly suplex. Gable and Dominic kicks out. A lot of history here. Remember, Dominic lost his Intercontinental Championship back in March to Penta. And he has not forgotten that moment, and he would love at one point to have his title back. Well, in the meantime, El Rey de los Luchadores is very, very proudly representing.
Big suplex from Gable.
Kick out. Triple A as the reigning Mega Campeones.
Interesting.
Mega Champion Cole. What must it be like for Gable? His psyche and his mental makeup right now after finally conquering and winning his first singles title. Well, I hope the emotions have subsided to a degree because last night Chad Gable was on top of the world. Tonight he's going to get back to work as Penta delivers a drop kick. If anything, I think it's given Chad Gable a bit of clarity. What? Oh my Gable
Man.
into the corner. Dominic is really
Gable and Penta are working together well as a team.
Gable out of the ring. I believe Penta's the legal name. Gable was able to come in Penta. Dominic kicks out. Get the monkey off of his back for years and years and years. And one thing that has eluded Chad Gable has been singles gold in WWE. He's now accomplished it. We've announced the top part. Correct. Holding on to it. Oh,
What a kick from Penta.
Penta, what a class act he is. Would agree with that. Great deal of respect on both sides. McDonough from the outside. And this thing could boil down to chemistry. Yes, Penta and Gable have mutual respect, but Dirty Dom and JD McDonough are a unit, a machine, as part of the Judgment Day. And we've said this how many times, Corey? The man you're looking at right now, JD McDonough, could be the most underrated man on the entire roster today. Will get no argument from me. One of the most technically sound superstars on any roster. And a double tough human being. JD McDonough single-handedly beat up 5 adult men.
I don't know, Sophie Dopey. I'm not sure what we'll get from Finn going forward.
How about the size of his choke slam, Michael Cole? Fact of the matter is, he is one hell of an athlete. Two-time tag team champion. Floats into the cover off the suplex and a kick out there. JD McDonough was out to show Anthony Towns, but he can do it too, even better. JD's got a mean crossover as well. I'm sure.
Yeah, no. One of these days we'll get the Lucha Brothers reunited, and I think it'll be amazing. But to be fair, Penta has proven he doesn't need to go to that well yet.
With an opportunity. To let his emotions get the best of him. Could he use that time to make a tag to a pressure?
I feel like Gunther. I don't think Gunther will attack Nick Aldis again because honestly, Gunther beat him, and then Nick Aldis gave him the chance to be the #1 contender, which he could have just left him out of that match altogether. Oh, sorry, guys. It's been a long day for me. I was in an orientation all day today.
And now the man with zero fear.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of gas in being able to put the Lucha Brothers in and have them go for the tag titles once they're ready to piece them together again. Angle slam.
Cover by Gable. Kick out by Mysterio. Dom wisely rolling out of the ring, away from the clutches of the Intercontinental Champion. Gable giving chase. Tag made. I'm not sure Gable's on attack, Cole. But he better turn around because JD McDonough is now.
Oh, headbutt from JD to Gable.
Oh my God! Great throw by JD. McDonough is taking over.
Getting another ad break, guys. Oh.
Dominic and JD, very impressive as a team here tonight. Are you surprised? I know you're not a fan of the Judgment Day, Cole, but you've been around this game long enough.
Yeah, I'm curious the next time all this wrestles a match.
JD McDonough are dominating right now. Chad Gable bounced off the announce desk face first. Dominic enjoying himself. Yeah, yes. Enjoying the fruits of his labor. You know, Cole, with all the gold currently floating around in the Judgment Day locker room, what about if JD McDonough is so able to pin Chad Gable tonight? That should put JD right at the top of the list for its Continental title opportunity. Gable's got some issues. There are a number of men out there that have their eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship. You heard Ethan Page earlier on. How about Siobhan Evans? What about Rusev? You might want to add Big Cass to the conversation based on what we saw and heard earlier tonight. Penta? Again? No doubt. And JD McDonough now. And he will one day be a singles champion.
Des Moines is chanting bobblehead at JD.
Dominic with a straight right to the gut. At this rate, 30 Dom and JD may desire a little tag goal. JD's held it before. So is Dominic Mysterio. The official, Eddie Arango, getting Mysterio off this.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Randy attacking Nick Aldis, too.
Looked like he was going to try to get
Randy and Nick Aldis may not be another bad match.
casting aspersions on poor JD when all he's trying to be is a supportive partner. And Dominic not allowing Gable to make the tag to Penta. World-class amateur wrestling by the king of the luchadors.
Ugh.
Gable trying to muscle Dom back toward Penta. Dom's got the e-brake pulled right now.
Yeah, that story on Unreal was really sweet. It was really good between Punk and AJ. It was really enjoyable.
I think it's about time we start putting a little respect.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Punk. I mean, as someone who's had to say goodbye to their pets before, man, it's never easy. And when you ever see somebody like Punk who always plays it so cool, just be really emotionally devastated, it's just so sad to watch.
I don't know what else to say. Just say you're right, Graves. Just once.
All right, we're about to come back from break.
The Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable trying to fight back in this tag match. His partner's Penta. He's taking on JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. Big moonsault. Covered by McDonough. And a kick out by Gable. Think about the athleticism of the 4 men who are in this match. McDonough placing Gable up now on the top turnbuckle. Think about what all 4 men just endured 24 hours ago on SummerSlam Sunday. JD wasn't technically involved in the matchup, but he was involved in the matchup. Yeah, that was the human money's on the field. By the way, Wade Barrett told me you didn't even bother to scream for drinks after you stole Dan out of his mind. Nope. And here's Gable now, top rope. McDonough in trouble. Up by Gable.
Gable with the headbutt. Headbutt on JD, too. Ooh.
This is the opportunity Gable has been searching for. Penta eager to join the battle, as is Dirty Dom on the opposite side of the ring. Which of these 2 competitors will reach their corner first? Tag! Penta and Dominic, the legal men here.
All right. Penta back in here. Penta driver. Got him. But JD interrupts, breaking up the pin. Yeah, sorry, guys. So share some good news and answer to prayer. So I actually got a job last week. And I'm starting. Well, today was my first day. I had orientation from like 7 to 3 today. So I got through my orientation and got home just in time to get set up to go live. So I have been going strong since like 5 a.m. this morning. Ankle lock gets reversed. So sorry, I lagged a little bit. Yeah, I've been looking for a job for probably the past like 6 months or so. So I'm grateful to be in a spot again. And it looks like the kind of job that'll still allow me to, after a couple of weeks, I might have a little bit of inconsistency in streaming while I get settled in. But after a couple of weeks, I should be fine to be on at night. And there's a chance I might not get NXT next week. I'll be here tomorrow for it. But after that, your regularly scheduled programming should remain uninterrupted. I'm just going to have to stay caffeinated so I can help you guys. Oh, man. Dom putting that hammer in the boots. Oh, watch out, Chad. 619 with the hammer. Oh, Chad caught him. Chad caught him. And Chad gets the hammer. The ref gets the hammer and drops Chad's throat on the rope instead. Oh, Penta just hit Dom with the belt. Chaos Theory. Thank you, CT Hill. 3. All right. So, Penta and Gable pull out the win. A little tag team chemistry. Little shenanigans with the belt. And they did it.
The duo falls short to the new Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable.
They're clapping together. All right, Penta. Penta's putting the belt back. There's a chance I might miss NXT next week, just once. But I'll be back on track after that, though.
Summerslam Saturday featured the undisputed WWE Championship on the line between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Now we're getting the CM Punk Cody Rhodes recap. And don't worry, again, tomorrow, the underground match, the big NXT show, we're gonna be live for that tomorrow. We've been building up for that for weeks. We're not gonna miss it. Thanks, WWE. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the well wishing from everybody. It's Heyman again backstage, and now Braun Breaker's here. Adam Pearce is here. He was talking to Lyra in the back.
I saw. Saw that. I think you should.
Braun Breaker's asking Heyman, where is Oba Femi?
I'm sorry. But that's your new best friend.
Oh. Oh. Braun is getting testy with everybody, man. I like this.
That's gonna turn.
Braun was acting a little mean girly to Paul Heyman. He said, where's Oba Femi? He's like, how am I going to know where everybody's going? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your new best friend. Yeah.
He's like, I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's a street fight. Introducing first, from Sacramento, California.
All right. I'm assuming this is our main event. Jacob Fatu is making his debut, making his entrance. And he'll be taking on Royce Keys in a street fight. Last name you said, is it just me or do I want Braun to spear Adam? Thank you, Sophie Dofi. I appreciate the good luck wishes. You know what would have been so funny in that scene is if he had run towards Adam Pearce and the camera was still in frame. It didn't zoom in. You just see him get smaller and smaller until boom, he just spears Adam Pearce into those boxes. I think that would have been hilarious. But nevertheless, yeah, man, we got a stout main event on our hands. 1-on-1, Jacob Fatu versus Royce Keys. There's an air of reluctance in Jacob Fatu's approach. So, and we've already seen Roman, we've already seen Oba, we've seen our main eventers, we've seen everybody but Seth. We have not seen Seth at all tonight. As far as Raw top talent are. So yeah, Royce Keys, Jacob Fatu talking about new generation guys, man. Main eventing Raw in a street fight. It was booked kind of on the fly, but here we are.
Because of what he did. He challenged the tribal chief on a couple of different occasions. The final loss that the Jacob Fatu basically had, to your point, be Roman Reigns' enforcer going forward.
Now we're getting a 6-man tag recap. I'm not worried about one women's match because we had that entire segment dedicated to Becky Lynch and Stephanie Vaquer coming back. Like, it's not about looking on a piece of paper and seeing how many matches were men's matches and how many matches were women's matches, right? Because they invested a lot of airtime in establishing Liv Morgan again, bringing back Becky Lynch, and then bringing back Stephanie Vaquer. And that's just as good. That's better for my money. That segment was better than having 2 women's matches on the show. So, yeah, that's all I care for. Sean super kicking Stan. Oh yeah, I remember that. I just kicked Stan. Sean Spears was Stan. Yeah, well, you know, some people are in that interests some people for discussion, but I don't know, man. It's not. I always try to find something to. If there's things to talk about that engage with my enjoyment of the show, I'd much rather talk about that than the things I don't like. All right, Jacob bails to the outside of the ring. Oh, we're in commercial break. I forgot, but Royce Keys has already made his entrance. J Money, that's a great that's a great question. I don't know why Royce Keys is here because they didn't say he's like the newest. You know, they didn't say like he's the newest acquisition or anything. Who do I think should open the NXT show tomorrow night? Last name? I think probably the. Isn't there a tag title match? Basically, because the two matches I'm thinking of are Zarya and Ren, and then Kendall and Lola. It shouldn't be those guys. Kevin Owens, man. Can't believe he's back. So excited.
Back here on Monday Night Raw, Jacob Fatu on the right, that man Royce Keys in a street fight where anything goes. You only win via pinfall.
All right, here we go. Ding, ding. Street fight time. Of course, now that it's a street fight, we might see the Usos show up and gang up on him.
He said, "You choose this." Fatu said, "But we're here." Never mind the past.
Right, J Money. Quality of matches over where they fall in the demographics. Because I don't need 3 women's matches if 2 of them aren't any good. And the Soul match and Soul and Roxanne was pretty good.
These two's bond is incredibly deep, but it's all been forsaken for the here and the now. They slept on each other's couches. They shared money to buy food. These two men had.
What's crazy is that Corey Graves and Michael Cole, are spreading all this lore about the backgrounds of Jacob and Royce's friendship. And like this is the first time I'm hearing most of this. We couldn't have built this. Like I'm happy this match is happening, but if there's all these emotional stakes to it, why didn't you tell us? Or did I just miss it at some point? I knew they always said, oh, you know, they're close or they have history or whatever. But the amount of detail they're going into right now on commentary is bananas that they wouldn't have brought this up until now that they're actually fighting. Okay, J Money. Thanks for clearing that up. You know, I had not really been watching SmackDown until the past couple of weeks. I mean, I've been keeping up with what has been occurring, but obviously I've been watching the show, so I'm not hearing those kinds of things happening on commentary and stuff. So at least they've been bringing it up. I was about to say, because it felt like new information to me. Now that they've labeled it a street fight, they better start bringing out the weapons. Or something. All right. What's Royce grabbing? He's bringing out the table. Cool. All right, J Money. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for clearing that up. Honestly, great heel move by Jacob. He just kicked the table back underneath the ring and refused to take it out. Maybe last name. This might be a test for both men, honestly. to see how they can carry the crowd. Thanks for being here, Celeste. I appreciate this. Jacob is going to the Roman Reigns school of I'm going to scream the plot of our storyline while I'm beating you. He said, I ain't got no choice.
Does not agree. Here comes the Samoan werewolf.
And Royce Keys meets him with a clothesline. You know what? He's supposed to be my brother. I wouldn't mind a Braun Breaker and Royce Keys match. Or even a brief tag team. Oh, Davey Boy power slam through the barricade. It's over, Jacob. I have the high ground. You were supposed to bring balance to the bloodline. It's true that they don't actually need weapons. They have enough brutality to go without it. It's not delivery. It's a street fight.
Especially not in a street fight against Fatu.
All right, the table is in the ring. It has not been set up yet, though.
Hopefully, Royce Keys, for his own well-being, can turn off his consciousness the way Fatu can. On Royce Keys' defense as well, Corey. He tried everything in his power to stay out of this whole situation with the bloodline. Oh! He didn't want anything to do with any of this. I agree with you. Into this. Unfortunately, Keys may just end up as collateral damage.
Goodness gracious. Well, Jacob Fatu just tosses Royce Keys over the announce table. You know, these spots they've been doing lately, they have now made it fashionable to throw someone over the announce table and they take a tumble into the chairs. It's not a particularly visually dangerous looking spot, but it does look chaotic. But man, there's so many variables at play for taking that bump. I'm surprised more guys don't get injured doing that spot because you never know how your leg or your knee is going to hit one of the chairs and all that stuff. So I don't know. Jacob just tossing all kinds of chairs in the ring. All matter of chairs. Yeah, we might see Solo.
Still back, or at least attempting to. Oh my God! Fatu into the eyes.
Oh, Jacob going for the eyes.
There are no disqualifications in this match. Fatu can do anything he wants. And the Keys right now is blinded. Jacob Fatu has
more chairs. Good grief! How many chairs are in the ring? One table and like 8 chairs. Whoa! Diving clothesline off the corner of the announce table. Keys takes out Fatu. He almost hit the stairs himself, flying off. Oh, goodness. Fatu into the steps. Oof.
He's turning things around. You used the word a few minutes ago, Cole. Survival. That's what this has evolved into in the past few minutes. Doing whatever you can.
What do you mean by the new Jey Uso last name? That is a loaded question. Do I think Solo is the new Jey Uso? What exactly do you mean by the new Jey Uso? You mean that in a good way or a bad way?
Not sure we need it anymore. Do you want to be the one to tell Royce Keys to stop?
Good grief. It's like that ECW clip where Terry Funk was asking for chairs and fans just kept throwing them in the ring.
Royce Keys, how his demeanor changed. Again, we're finding
Wow. They actually got the fans chanting one more chair. That's hilarious. These crowds that continue to chant "We want tables" in a street fight actually got one more chair. So in a funny way, yeah, maybe he seems to really be tapping into what works for him and his character, and I think that's going to keep getting over. Once he hit the pew pew on Jay, oh, kendo stick Listen, man, everybody loves a good table spot, but when you swing a kendo stick with some stank on it, it is one of the sickest things to watch. Whenever I play 2K, I always want to go for a kendo stick, and you just beat the guy till it breaks into pieces. All right, so he beat Jacob within an inch of his life with that kendo stick, and now he's setting up that table in the corner.
Unfortunately for Jacob Fatu, he's finding
Yeah, no Wingstop chairs here tonight.
sometimes it's when you hurt the ones you love,
Picking up the kendo
that it
stick
hurts you the
again.
worst back.
Oh,
Jacob
stiff punch by Jacob.
dropping keys to
Now
the
he's got the
inside.
kendo stick.
Unloading with a kendo stick.
Look at what they've done to my boys.
How can it get to this point that these two men are brutalizing each other? Come on, like this. They think they can do this. Well, in Fatu's mind, his justification is that this is his own fault. Like we talked
Oh, man,
about
put the
before.
kendo stick in his mouth.
This is absolutely brutal. Fatu just torturing Keys.
Yeah, Scott Steiner's a
As
funny guy.
unhinged as they come.
And as Michael Cole says, as unhinged as they come. He's talking about Jacob Fatu, but still. Steiner's a
Fatu's attempting to construct right now.
scary dude, too.
And the official Chad Patton is powerless to stop it. It's the bloodline. You should have stayed out of it. You should have. Oh, Keys tried to stay
Setting
out
up two chairs. He's going to try to suplex Keys through it.
of it. And Royce blocking. Turning the table.
And, oh, Jacob. He sent Jacob through the chairs instead, and those chairs are done.
Is it enough?
It's 2 count. Well, we're about to find out if they're going to run long or not, because we are up against their normal go-home time. So either they're going to go home in this match, or we're going to have a longer episode of Raw tonight. We're going to see what we're going to see. This is awesome, Chance. Haku and Oba? Dang. Be wild. Implant DDT on the chair. Only 2.
My God. The Samoan werewolf will stop at nothing to take Keys out of the equation altogether. There's a nod to the aforementioned Gangrel, the implant DDT. Now continuing to punish Keys.
Uh-oh. Fatu going up to the top. Royce Keys just throws the chair Sabu style at Jacob on the top.
Royce Keys now joining the werewolf on the turnbuckle.
Sophie Dover, we probably get both of those matches eventually. Oh my gosh, is he about to do that power slam off the top onto all those chairs? That could do it. Oh, wow. Jacob gave a Roman style 2.9 kick out.
A power slam onto the chairs, yet somehow Jacob Fatu summoned the will to kick out. And we're learning a lot about Royce Keys tonight. And a killer instinct and the rage inside.
Yeah, we still haven't broken the table yet.
As Royce Keys himself said, he stood.
I would be very surprised if we don't end up seeing interference. Okay. Oh, super kick. Jacob's about to maybe put Royce through that spot. No. Spine buster. Is he about to bring the straps down?
And that switch just flipped, Cole. Royce Keys is tapped in.
Royce Keys getting fired up now. Cheer. Oh, wow. Jacob Fatu just hit a pop-up Samoan drop through the table. And he's going up. Moonsault. That was a good-looking moonsault, too. Fatu's up again, too. He ain't done. Oh, and he dives in with the Tongan death grip. You're right about that, Swaby. That's probably going to be it. Keys is trying to fight it, but he's fading. No rope breaks in a street fight, so he's just going to choke him out. And that's it. Jacob Fatu wins. It was a good street fight. And honestly, that finishing sequence, Fatu crushed it. From the Samoan drop to the moonsault into that Tongan death grip, like, he did great. Now they're trying to bring refs. I'm not trying to be sexist, but why are you going to send 2 lady refs down to the ring to try to pull Jacob Fatu off of Royce Keys? That's not sexism. That's just poor planning.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Jacob Fatu.
Oh, and now Fatu's jumped back on again. Oh, man, he's bleeding from the mouth. Oh, my gosh, Keys is bleeding from the mouth. Yeah, the refs have all bailed now. Jacob looking dangerous again. Oh, he comes going to hit him with a hip attack. Oh, and the hip attack.
Somebody stop Jacob. Keys is bleeding from the mouth. Get the medics out here. Get some help.
You know, probably either, J Money, I don't really know. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can bleed from the mouth. You can do it the old-fashioned wrestling way with a little zip. Oh, no, he's going to Pillmanize his neck with the hip attack. You can just bite your tongue. Sometimes it can be unintentional. Here comes Pierce now. Pierce and Jason Jordan and the others. Hurricane's out there too. Fatu's got one leg out the ring, but he ain't leaving yet. Nope. He's about to run through him. Oh, my gosh. Against the chair. He's going to do it again. Oh, he stopped. Well, man, Jacob Fatu looks like a monster again. And now Roman Reigns is coming out. Now he's coming out? What? I swear, if he just comes out here in Aura Farms, I'm going to be annoyed as all get out. Oh, man. Royce Keys looking like straight Apollo Creed, Rocky IV. Yeah, coming out and acknowledging Jacob. They're going to be in Norfolk next week. Ooh, that could be a really good crowd, depending on who shows up. All right, well, Roman looks approvingly on Jacob. And Royce Keys had a bad night at the office. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend now. Let's go ahead and pretend to be JD from New York, or I'm just kidding. I'm not going to pick on anybody specific. Let's just pretend to be the internet. Oh, my gosh, they buried Royce Keys. Oh, my gosh, he should have never left AEW. Listen, in wrestling, sometimes people win and sometimes people lose. Some people have to bleed from the mouth for other people to look like monsters. Sometimes people will still turn around and get their turn. It's okay. Oh, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio just asked to speak to Roman about AAA. That was the last shot of Raw backstage in Gorilla. We're going to get Roman at AAA? Yo. Oh, my. Business just picked up. That was a 5-second. And that, Roman, that's just like Roman, man. Get you a marked moment in 5 seconds. I'm going to have to – I don't think Big Cass returned tonight, and he didn't even make one of my marked moments, which is so crazy. My marked moments tonight are as follows. Becky Lynch's return and Stephanie Vaquera's return too. That whole segment was one. The Braun Breaker Oba Femi story was another. The street fight as a whole was a marked moment for me too. That actually turned out being a really good match. Those two were brutal with each other, and we just got the general manager of AAA, Rey Mysterio, asking to speak to Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and let me, quote, run something by you. The tribal chief might be visiting south of the border, y'all, which is crazy. I want to thank you all. Here, listen, let's do something a little different. Listen, I know A&B asked you to give your ratings, and that's what they do. In keeping with what I love about my channel and what I try to do is find the joy in wrestling. I want you guys to leave this stream tonight thinking about something you liked when you saw tonight. So tell you what, I will put a poll on the channel later on tonight, as I usually do after a live stream, to vote on what your favorite mark moment was. But let's go ahead and take a minute in here. Out of this episode of Raw, which had some high energy stuff, what was a marked moment for you? It doesn't have to be the best worked match. It doesn't have to be the thing the crowd liked the most. What was something you saw tonight that did it for you? So let's have at it. Sophie Dopey coming in hot right away. The return of Becky. 100%. You see in my house, it was a marked moment for my wife for sure, and me too. Absolutely. Give me some more marked moments. We'll stick around for a couple more minutes before I shut it down for the evening. What are some other marked moments you guys had for tonight's episode of Raw, which was packed with a lot of great stuff? J Money coming in with a golden one. Braun and Oba's stare down and Braun's obsession playing out after it. Exactly. Listen, what did I just say at the end of that match? Sometimes a guy has to bleed from the mouth for the other guy to look like a monster. So don't let wrestling Twitter tell you that Joe Hendry is buried either. Because sometimes Joe Hendrys have to get broken in half and Royce Keeses have to bleed from the mouth to make a monster. Brock Lesnar didn't get buried, but we just made a new monster in Oba Femi, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Sophie Dovey. Like I said, Big Cass came back and nobody has him in their favorite moment. And that's not a slam on Big Cass. That is just how good this episode of Raw was. They were promoting his return for weeks, for a month, and he got outdone by at least 4 moments on the show. And again, it's not shade on Big Cass. Like, it was just that good of an episode tonight. Pretty wild stuff. So I have no idea where they're going with this. But, we talked about in the lead up to SummerSlam, what are they going to do between SummerSlam and Money in the Bank? Guys, we might get the tribal chief at Triple Mania. They might try to make Triple Mania a true WrestleMania worthy event. But again, who is the one who asked? Was it last name? Or it was you, J Money, who said, is there anyone in AAA that can step to Roman Reigns? I don't know. I do not know. And yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see Enzo on TV, WWE TV again or not. But if he shows up next week, he doesn't need to be paired with Big Cass. Big Cass has an objective in his mind, and he is going after it, and he doesn't need a sidekick. Here we go, Dawsey Chatham bringing the wisdom. Braun and Oba stare down, Stephanie Vaquera returning, and intrigued by Ray talking to Roman. Yeah, listen, I'm 2 nights across 2 cities, and it starts after SmackDown that night. Okay, yeah, so listen, they might Americano or Omos. Well, so So Americano is facing Dom, though, right? Aren't they doing it there for the mega title? I'm a little behind on that. Or here's a crazy thought: could they bring? Okay, hold on. This calls for a special occasion. Calls for a special occasion. Nobody go anywhere. Could we have? Would it be an 8-man tag? Perros Del Mal versus the Bloodline at Triple Mania. Just take it, marinate on it, think about it. Could Rey Mysterio go to Raw, recruit the Bloodline to come to AAA and deal with Perros Del Mal? Now, on SmackDown, that 8-man tag doesn't sound very appealing. In Mexico, in AAA, that sounds like a main event. Just something to consider. And also, if you wanted to have Perros Del Mal go over in that 8-man tag, you could always just pin Jey Uso. But really, though, they're like Jimmy or Jay could still take the fall in that match, much like the 6-man tag at SummerSlam, where you could still have the star power, you could still have big moments, and if you wanted to still have your local guys win, yeah, you have 2 guys in the Bloodline that could take that pin, and the Bloodline would still look good when they come back to the main roster. Just saying. So anyway, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Well, like you said, Sophie Dopey, there's 2 nights of Triple Mania. There's one in Vegas and there's one in Mexico. So I would put El Grande in. Ooh, yeah. Which one headlines the Mexico show? I feel like you'd want to put El Grande and Dom at the Mexico show. And maybe put the Bloodline at the Vegas show. But I don't know. That does make things a little more complicated. But what if Solo cost the Bloodline that match? Oh, dude. Oh, man, that would be something else. But anyways, that was just some fun fantasy booking. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But nevertheless, really entertaining stuff. Now, listen, your boy, I am exhausted from today. You saw it during the stream. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to go get some dinner in me, get some rest, get rejuvenated for another full day tomorrow because I got to come back for NXT, and we're going to do that right, you guys. I promise. We're going to have a good time then. And we can talk more about Raw tomorrow. If you guys have thoughts overnight, hit me up tomorrow in the chat. And during commercial breaks, we'll talk all about Raw and what's next and all these exciting possibilities that might lay before us. But until then, guys, wrestling's supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be fun. So if it disappoints you, feel disappointed, but also think about the things you love about it, because there's always something to enjoy. We just came off a fantastic SummerSlam weekend, a great Monday Night Raw. There's a lot of things to get excited about. We just talked about several moments from tonight's show that got the hair on our arms standing up, the things we're excited about. So, and that is all about what being marked by wrestling is, man, is letting your belief make wrestling better. So keep believing, everybody. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow for NXT. Until then, keep marking out. Have a great time. Have a wonderful evening. Get some rest. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT.